Everybody, it's William Brown, and this is going to be the first video update from our new headquarters in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. So this building is biking distance from my home. We have access to a 3-room warehouse space. So we're in this big warehouse building, and the owner is continuing his access to the main floor. So we're not going to be doing anything down here. There is a bathroom that we can utilize, and there's a hose in the bathroom that we can utilize to get water to the top floor, and then eventually we'll just run some water up there. So yeah, down here he just has a little bit of storage going on, and he's going to be doing some worm composting and things like that. So he'll be utilizing some of the mushroom compost that's going to be coming out from the top floor. And he also does some biochar productions, things like that. So really cool deal that we have with the owner of the building, and seems like it's going to be a really work out for us. So yeah, with that being said, I take you guys on upstairs. So yeah, this space up here, we're going to be utilizing for storing some of our tools and things like that. Maybe put up some cool posters. Then I have the double doors that goes into the main room, and this is going to be the biggest room in our facility. I'm not sure the exact dimensions of this room. This isn't the room that we're building out right now because it would require a little bit more materials. But before I turn the lights on, I wanted to show you guys this amazing view that we have of Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. This is a town that I've spent the majority of the past 10 years of my life. So it's really cool to be able to keep everything local and just have this amazing view of the town that we'll be providing medicine and food to. So yeah, just like I said, this is the main room. It's the bigger room. There's baseboard heating in here. The other room doesn't have baseboard heating, so we're gonna be bringing in some small heaters, ceramic heaters, just to get us through this first winter. And then we'll be expanding into this room probably around springtime. So if you come on through this room, and this room's strictly gonna be mushroom cultivation. So there's gonna be lines and lines of mushrooms in here. This is gonna be our big producer. Over here, we have what we're calling the alley. It doesn't have a door on it at the moment, but we're gonna get a door on here. Come on over here. And the alley's nice and long right now, and that's why we've been calling it the alley, but our idea is that we're gonna break down the wall on this side, over here, and expand this other room that we're working on currently to have a larger production space. And then on this side of the alley, we're going to be doing a little bit of aquaculture. I would like to incorporate plants into all of the mushroom production facilities that I'm working on so that we can have a closed system with oxygen and CO2 exchanging. So we'll be doing a little bit of aquaculture with fish. We'll be breeding our fish, so we'll have the fish fry in here. We'll also be producing the Artemia brine shrimp to feed the fish fry, and we'll also be producing algae to feed the fish. And I have insect production going on at my home where we can supplement the fish, so we won't have to be buying in fish food, and then we'll have the plants going, and the plants will be feeding off of the fish waste, and there'll just be lots of oxygen from both the algae and the plants, and we won't have to worry too much about where the nutrients are coming from. So this is our alley space, and we'll be working into this as we work into the next room. So this is what we have been working on. And not much work has been done, but we're almost to the point where we're going to get some plastic up. Not much work needed to be done, which was something I was really excited about as we got into this building. It was just perfect for everything that we wanted to do. So you can come on in here, and the dimensions of this room is about 21 by 18. And there was just things being stored in here, lots of sticks and twigs, and got some kind of maple here. But yeah, the owner of the building is going to be producing the biochar, as I said. So this is where he was producing, where he was storing some of his biomass. So we're going to be getting this out of here. And just today, we were in here sealing up the cracks on the wall. So if you want to just like take a peek, you just put caulking. So we can smooth it out a little bit more here. But yeah, we're sealing out the cracks with weatherproof, mold-proof, waterproof caulking so that we can remain and keep some of the structural integrity of the building without pushing out too much humidity and messing up or damaging the walls. So we're letting this caulking sit, and we're going to come back in here once we move out the rest of this maple and fill out the rest of the cracks with the caulking. And then next week we're going to be putting plastic up in here. So once we put the plastic up, we're going to block out these 2 windows here. And this is north over here. So lots of sun comes in through those, which we'll figure out what we're going to do in that room later on. But we're going to seal up these windows, and we're going to open them before we seal them up and install 2 panels. One will have a squirrel cage fan, and the other one will be open with a filter so we can do a passive intake, which we won't be utilizing during the winter because it will bring in lots of cold air that we have to manage and balance out the temperature. So we'll be working on our fresh air exchange solely inside of the building, mostly with the algae bioreactors and the plants. So if you want to take a walk on over here. And yeah, by the way, the capacity of this room in here is about 250 blocks. So we can get 250 of our sawdust blocks in here, and we're going to have that on a weekly cycle with the variety of mushrooms. So in this room, we're going to have strictly photobioreactors, and they'll be producing oxygen for this room, and also be producing biofuels, and we'll be growing some cyanobacterium, spirulina. So this room will mostly be spirulina and chlorella. Spirulina for food source that we can take to market, and the chlorella is going to be for biodiesel. So we can get some generators in the bottom floor of this building, and we can use the chlorella to press out biodiesel, and then we can run our electricity from algae biofuels. So that we can keep this building in a whole system. We can start recycling the wastewater from the bathroom downstairs and utilize that as a nutrient source for our algae, and then burn that algae biofuel, keep the lights on, keep the fans running. So everything's going to be very minimal energy output. We'll be cycling the different mushrooms that we cultivate through the year based on the temperatures, so we don't have to fluctuate the temperatures too much. Yeah, other than that, we're going to be doing lots of education in here. So we'll be teaching other people how they can utilize spaces and grow mushrooms, and play around with algae bioreactors and things of that nature. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, share on Facebook and Twitter, and all your favorite permaculture blogs, mycology blogs, phycology blogs. This has been William Padilla Brown. We're out here in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania, and we're playing with lots of mushrooms and lots of life. Running MycoSymbiotics mushrooms, and we're going to be bringing lots of mushrooms to the greater Harrisburg area coming 2016, so keep an eye out for it.